Jesus can save. Everybody,
All right, good morning, viewers. You're welcome on the program. This is City Stand, and I'm Michael Adekle. We appreciate all of you, all the viewers, esteemed viewers on the platform for joining us this morning. We say good morning to you anywhere, wherever you are watching us from. We appreciate all of you. All right, this 27th of May 2025. It's Children's Day, right? Children's Day. We say Happy Children's Day to all the children across the globe, all over the world. We say Happy Children's Day. Is it in Nigeria alone? No, it's all over. Worldwide. Happy Children's Day to all the children all over the world. And we are using this opportunity, this medium, also to wish one of our esteemed analysts on the program. I'm talking about the controversial Kunle. Happy birthday. Long life and prosperity. Kunle, happy birthday to you.
Thank you very much. Happy birthday to me. Actually, it's one in a year, once in a lifetime, and one in a year. And I thank God for keeping my life, for keeping me alive till this moment. And that is all glory belongs to God. And I want to thank the people that have extended their hands of fellowship to me. With Madam and
Mr. Ben and
Madam Enoma. I really appreciate you very much. And who am I if I don't mention Madam Tina likewise, who have adopted, let's assume that she has adopted us on this platform. And kudos to you. Kudos to your generation to come will never lack. To my great people that have been supporting, their generation will never lack. And I thank God for life. It's just so coincidence that I was born on the Children's Day. So I think it's a double celebration with the children and with my co, no be mistake. I thank God for life. Thank you for fighting my battle for me, Jehovah Olugbeja. Thank you for fighting my battle. It's not easy.
That's a special number.
It's not easy, my brother.
Yeah.
Who are we? We're before God. Some people have gone that we are not even better than them, but God still keep our life and keep our life. Keep us alive, and we thank God that we need to keep thanking Him. We should never stop thanking God every day.
All right.
Happy birthday, Mr. Kule.
Okay.
Good morning.
Happy birthday.
You spend more years on earth. More years. The sound good health and prosperity.
All right. If you are one of supporters of Mr. Kule, today is his birthday. You can send your gifts to him. You can also send your prayers to him on the platform. We will appreciate that. Today is Mr. Kule's birthday, the 27th of May, 2025. And we're also celebrating the children all over the world. Happy birthday, Mr. Kule. This is coming from Andrew Jimmy, all the way from United Kingdom. He's saying happy birthday to you.
Yeah, thank you.
I need to appreciate him as well.
Well, we need because you have been standing by us now, and I mean, it's a time to even appreciate majority of the people that have been standing by us. If not, then we can't be here. And we see it's just all about blessing of God on them and blessing of God on us all. Thank you.
All right, let me just quickly ask this question before I move into what we have today. How have you been able to stand your ground in the midst of oppositions at the stand?
Yeah,
for over how many years now?
Yeah, so for over two. I mean, the president is spending this 2 years or 3 years. Going 3 years now.
2 years.
2 years now. And I can really tell you, it's by God. It's God that is keeping me moving. Then I was threatened. There was a time somebody said, I think it happens to be in Nigeria, he will have just bring out a gun and shoot me. What am I doing with this guy that I'm supporting? I can tell you heartedly, I was receiving some threat messages from, Kule, why you? But I still stood my ground that, where I stand is where I stand. I don't jump gun, and I don't really, switch away from where I stand. And that is the policy I just embark on, and it's working for me because I have to stand. I'm standing by you now. You can't see me going any other place. That's one thing. The loyalty has to be there. So that's in life. And I'm not going to be following the suit of the prostitute politicians that they don't have.
All right, on the platform this morning, Ima Anobi is also greeting you. Ima Anobi, saying happy birthday to you.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Ima Anobi. I really appreciate. God bless you likewise. Your children will never lack, and your generation to come will never lack. Thank you very much.
I don't know, whether we like it or not, gentleman Mike, there are people that love Mr. Kule. They don't joke with him.
Absolutely.
Honestly.
The fan base is much, and irrespective of how some in terms of
feel about his opinion.
Exactly, that people that didn't really agree with some of his position. He has his fan base. He has right to his opinion. I've always expressed that we are friends. Most of the time we differ in our views, but there's no ill feelings, Michael.
Thank you so much, gentleman Mike. That was a good one. All right, moving on to what we have. Mike, read all he said. What was there? Okay, I will still go back to my phone to check what this person sent on the platform. All right, happy birthday. This is coming from Donald Chooks. Happy birthday, Mr. Kule, APC die-hard fan supporter.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I really appreciate your greetings, and God bless you. God bless your generation to come. Thank you for being there for us.
All right, in the news this morning, controversial Islamic cleric. What am I talking about? Sheikh Gumi, has been deported from Saudi Arabia. He has been deported from Saudi Arabia. Okay, everybody, Mr. Kule, can I have your WhatsApp contact? Okay, there is a line on the screen there. Check the comment section. There is a line there. Call that line or message that line. You get this contact. Okay, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. There's a line, an official line on the screen there. reach out to that line. You get whatever you want from us. All right, we appreciate you. All right, like I said earlier on, that Sheikh Gumi has been deported from Saudi Arabia. He's now back in Nigeria. Should we call this a shame or an embarrassment on the Islamic cleric? Nigerians are reacting this time around as regards the ordeal of Sheikh Gumi in Saudi Arabia. This is an influential Islamic cleric, a respected and reputable man for that matter. But to Nigerians, he's not a reputable person.
Let me tell you, this is international disgrace. That may God forbid that somebody involve himself in this kind of thing. I've not heard it in my life. This is the first time that Saudi Arabia bans somebody. I mean, somebody that wants to perform after granting him visa, they now wait for him to be, embarrassed like that. It's better they don't even grant that visa than granting him that visa. Now bans him from Saudi. I think it's a tailored something that okay, this is how you are going to receive your disgrace. But Sheikh Gumi, of course, that's what he deserves. Sorry to say, he deserves it.
This is the man that has been standing as a bridge between the government and terrorists.
And yes, terrorism and bandits.
And which Nigerians are kicking against.
Yes.
He knows their hideout.
Yes, you know them.
He knows everything about them. He has been negotiating. He's a mediator.
He's even the apologist. He's the bandit apologist.
Bandit apologist.
Yes. He has been asking for federal government to buy bread and gari. Buy bread and beans for them.
I think now the time he said he should give them amnesty.
Yes, now amnesty. He was asking. Yes, he was asking. Yes.
Is that what?
It's the ones that know the den of the Boko Haram, the den of Lakuruwa, all of them. You know the postal address. So that man, for Saudi to have just deported him back, there must be a question he has to answer in Nigeria.
That means international communities are taking cognizance of what is going on in Nigeria. If the Nigerian government refuses to take bold, decisive steps on perceived supporters of this heinous crime against humanity, international communities are waking up and telling Nigerian government that if you can't do it, we can do it for you. We are setting an example for you, and that's what the government of Saudi has done. Let Nigerian government follow that line of action, and they will see that all this security will be nipped in the bud. Will be eliminated. So
I don't think that Nigerian government can do it, because this is how the Saudi have already showed them disgrace. This is the work what federal government of Nigeria is supposed to do. They know in and out. They know where these people are coming, but they keep silent. Now look at how heavy blow Saudi Arabia gives to them. It's a very big disgrace to Nigerian nation.
All right, like Ben Jack said, it is a very big disgrace to the Nigerian government. All right, I think the Saudi Arabian government has set a good precedent. Should we call it a good precedent? For other countries, to follow. Well, quickly to what is happening in PDP. Wike again. That's what is in the news. Wike again. He has sealed up the PDP Secretariat in Abuja, Wadama Plaza, right? If I'm not making a mistake. Yeah, Wadada Plaza. He has sealed it up again. Has further deepened the crisis in the People's Democratic Party. And the stakeholders in that party are really complaining, lamenting the actions of the FCT Minister Nyesom Wike. How do we resolve the crisis in PDP? That's the question now. The more they try to resolve the issues, the more crisis they get. Wow. All right, the Vanguard newspaper is saying something very crucial on the state of the nation, as well as Nigerian Tribune newspaper. Okay, what do we have? What do we have on their front pages? But before going into that, somebody sent 20K to Mr. Kunle this morning. I believe that should be Andrew Ogunjimi. Andrew Ogunjimi should be the one that sent that money. I'm still going to check it, but I received an alert. Andrew Ogunjimi, hello, please don't be carried away. Andrew Ogunjimi sent 20,000 naira to you, and you need to appreciate it.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Andrew. God bless you. God bless your generation to come. And when you are going to celebrate your birthday, we will be there to wish you well likewise.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, 20K for you, and 30K from Mrs. Enoma and Mr. Ben or Sir Diaye. All right, we appreciate all the viewers on the platform. Thank you so much for your support. In the news, the Vanguard, the newspaper, with the PDP crisis was the Vanguard saying this morning. The Vanguard sealing of secretariat, sealing of secretariat. PDP films as Tinubu intervenes. PDP films as Tinubu intervenes. It's brazen abuse of power, says PDP. May go ahead with Board of Trustees, NEC meetings. May go ahead with Board of Trustees, NEC, that's National Executive Committee meetings. On to the next one. DPO feared dead as youth sets Kano police station ablaze. This is on page 9 of, sorry, this is on page 6 of the Vanguard newspaper. DPO feared dead as youth set Kano police station ablaze. Now to the sad development. Yeah, sad development coming from the angle of the controversial Islamic cleric. Talking about Sheikh Gumi. Saudi Arabia deports Sheikh Gumi, barred from Hajj. Yeah, he has been barred from or denied. He was denied. I think he has been barred from performing his religious rites. Yeah, that's in Saudi Arabia. There, Saudi Arabia deports Sheikh Gumi, barred from Hajj. On to the next one. Kidnappers hit Kubwa estate, old residents hostage. Abduct 2. Kidnappers hit Kubwa estate, old residents hostage. Abduct 2. To another one, Edo Delta. Kidnappers turn residents into cash cows. Wow. This is the state of insecurity in Nigeria. On to the next one, the Nigerian Tribune newspaper. What do we have on its front page? Ground rent debt. Tinubu saves PDP. Others. FCTA gives them 14 days to pay up. 14 days to pay up. Tinubu saves PDP. Others. FCTA gives them 14 days to pay up. So the People's Democratic Party has been paying rent for how many years now? So they don't have their own permanent secretariat or head office. Wow. Election of additional successor tops agenda as 6,000 AFDB delegates meet in Abidjan. This is on page 8 of the Nigerian Tribune newspaper. Down the paper, we have page 3 here. What's page 3 saying? Reps bow to pressure, withdraw compulsory voting bill. Michael, it has come to pass. The reps have bowed to pressure and has withdrawn from compulsory voting bill. He also said that it will not work. Dead on arrival. Sit-at-home protests caused over 700 deaths in Southeast. You can see this report on the front page of the Nigerian Tribune newspaper. It's inaccurate, unsubstantiated. This is what IPOB has reacted to here, saying that it is not inaccurate, unsubstantiated, says the indigenous people of Biafra. Sit-at-home protests caused over 700 deaths in Southeast, says report. All right, we need to move down to what we have this morning. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right, Nnamdi Anusi is also saying happy birthday to Mr. Kule on the platform. We appreciate all of you. All right, let's have 2 people. All right, two, as usual. Oh, yes,
You have changed your spot this morning.
How you doing?
You have changed your spot this morning.
Well, yes.
Green where you are.
From that corner, there is network. There is network. There is network. In this amphitheater.
Well done.
All right.
Happy birthday to Kunle. Kunle is not here. We'll say happy birthday anyway.
All right.
I think I'm going to see one.
Be careful.
No, he's looking for maternity. So I'm going to help her. She's an old woman.
Oh, yeah.
That's a gesture.
All right. Okay. Yeah, the money was sent by Andrew Okundimi. Thank you so much, Andrew. You have confirmed it. Yeah, I know the way he sent his money. That's why I said I believe it should be Andrew Okundimi.
Yeah.
All right. Quickly to the controversial Gumi, what is currently facing. Some said this is an embarrassment on Gumi. Some said the Saudi Arabia government should have done this. That's the Muslims now. Of course, you know, they will definitely react to these developments. But how do you feel about that move by Saudi Arabia government?
Yes, I think
They've denied him performing his
I
religious
think,
rights.
yes, I don't see Saudi Arabia government alone, authorities alone in this
Indeed.
issue. You know, considering his position on the issue of banditry, his support. You know, to the extent he came out openly and told the military to stop killing terrorists. You know, and that a lot of things surrounding his personality. You know, so whatever happens, remember some time ago that Saudi Arabia authorities published the names of people who are sponsoring terrorists in Nigeria, and up to now, the government, federal government, has not made it open and have not taken any action with regards to that. Gumi stand on the issue of Boko Haram and all that. I think it's one of the things that triggered his deportation from performing his Islamic Hajj in Saudi Arabia. You know, and if you look at Saudi Arabia, I don't think there's any form of extremism in Saudi Arabia like we have in other countries. You know, and they don't want to be seen encouraging something like this. You know, and for the Nigerian government, it's left for them to take decision on what to do or how to go about what happened, or it's just a pointer, you know, to the federal government that these guys that are behind the massive kill. Look at the one that happened in Benue too. People are still dying in Benue. You know, they are not above the law. It's just that the government themselves, the federal government of Nigeria themselves, have not been able to, be decisive. Yes, when Jonathan raised the alarm that there's Boko Haram in his cabinet, it was a serious issue, and up till now, they are still there. And for this man to always come to their aid, stay in their midst, do one or two things, it means that he is also an extremist to an extent. Because I've not seen him come out to condemn the killing, the banditry, So for me, I think Saudi Arabia has opened a kind of challenge to Nigerian government for them to know that these guys can actually be restricted, and be brought to book, possibly question them on the issues of all these activities of bandits in the north.
That is a challenge to the Nigerian government. But did Saudi Arabia government just do what the Nigerian government has refused to do over the years by drawing the line between the controversial Islamic cleric, Sheikh Gumi, and terrorism?
Yes. But one thing is telling me that, you see, even in a country, there are some people, if you don't deal with them diplomatically, you are still going to cause chaos. Somebody like Sheikh Gumi is a devil that needs to be dealt with diplomatically. The way Solomon dealt with some enemy of the state during that time, Joab was a chief of army staff to David. David couldn't touch him, but he passed instruction to Solomon. So this is what you are going to deal with him. Every government needs their own strategy how to deal with the passive enemy. There are some passive enemies. You know that they are enemy of the nation, but carry them sometimes may not be that easy. I see the hand of even maybe federal government. What happened to Sheikh Gumi? He called Nigeria, and Nigeria told him that, Baba, just come back home. That is an international embarrassment. If he think well, if he put on his thinking cap, he will go and sit down and meditate about it. But I want federal government to take, more action beyond this. Make sure that they work on the report, that the same report that Saudi Arabia got, that make them to bounce Sheikh Gumi. Federal government should also work on it and do the needful.
That investigation needs to be carried out at this point in time.
Well,
At least to get his ties with terror groups in the country.
But from what we are hearing now, federal government is already trying to
Sweep it.
yes, protect him. You understand? They are already engaging the Saudi authorities on what happened. Though we don't know because what we are saying that the governor of Borno State, Zulum, said it that these guys that are powering these bandits are in Abuja there, you know, and possibly it's the same people who are engaging the Saudi because they didn't see it coming. Visa was given to him. Yeah. Every clearance was done.
It was bounced.
Yes, but they were targeting him. Immediately he arrived, they say, come first, you know, because please, you cannot exceed this place. So why?
You can't enter Medina.
No, he can't. You know, and they didn't give him any reason. No, but from his own my conscience, he was feeling that it's because of my alliance. No, because of my alliance or my views or the way I react to issue of
state of the nation, right?
Killing and all that in the nation. That was why. Then he quickly called Nigeria, and Nigerian government tried to, Nigeria cannot trust them. They can also go there and plead on his behalf. You understand? Because the same people are in the government. And there's not how he's going to call Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He will not listen to him. So who did you call? That is the federal government. Who is the federal government that is engaging Saudi authorities on this issue? Is it Bola Ahmed Tinubu? That's the question. Who? Then let us know who is doing the call, who is calling Saudi Arabia, trying to plead
of course,
on his behalf. Because like what he said, he's already boasting. He's already boasting. Yes, the federal government should find out. He's already boasting that federal government is intervening on his behalf. Intervening on what ground?
You see, I'm sorry to say this, that I see the hand of federal government in this thing. You see, there are some things that Tinubu want to do. I told you that woman. It's not me that said it. So that woman said, I asked Tinubu, what do you have for us up north? Tinubu said, I don't have anything for you. If I tell you what I have for you, you people, you are going to kill me. To tell you that everybody is trying to cover his own head. They know what is going on. Since when Tinubu has been there, you see that Sheikh Gumi about all this banditry, keep his mouth shut. He didn't talk anyhow. And you see Badejo, what is the name of that? Bodejo is now incarcerated. Nobody hear anything about him again. I see this thing as a cooked embarrassment, international cooked embarrassment for the man. I can be doing you, I'll still be. It's possible. Oh, hey, daddy, sorry, but you can come back home. We are going to find something to do about it. Nothing will be done. He has been bounced and he has been bounced.
Then are we not going to see next year again? This man will still warm up and say he's going to Saudi Arabia at the end of the day. You understand?
If the Nigeria Commission gives him the opportunity.
Is he not a Muslim? I'm saying, that's what I'm saying. So we don't know actually the mission behind, but I'm sensing a lot of things, around this man. A lot of things has been linked to him. Maybe there's a secret information, that has already been they have Saudi Arabia, that the Nigerian government doesn't even care to have about this very man. You know, because he has been going to the Saudi Arabia for some time now. And why now? That the whole thing has become very... the issue of insecurity has escalated in Nigeria. You don't know. The issue of it currently now. A few days ago, a lot of people were killed in Plateau, Benue. Yesterday again, almost all in the entire local government wiped out. And what are they doing? They are flooding
right,
the eastern part of the country.
2 killed in fresh others attack on Benue communities. Communities.
So if you go to Enugu now, they almost feed there the Doma people. Every day they are flooding, and you don't know how these things are getting at. How it will look at the end of the day. But the people are running away down to east, and these same people, can be infiltrated by these extremists. So it become a global embarrassment that every day Nigerians are dying in Nigeria. And I think that some of these, Saudi Arabia, I've never seen for one day that somebody carry gun and will be killing people in Saudi Arabia. I've never had it before. And they are going there. I don't understand. Is it not the same people with the same religion? Then how come the Saudi is different? I think it is becoming an embarrassment, and the Saudi authorities needed to do something. And if Nigerian government feel otherwise, they will continue with their the so-called way of handling Nigerian issues like this. The whole world is still watching.
All's well said and done. Either we don't know the source of this thing, but I wish Saudi Arabia will do more of this, because this is the first time I hear somebody is bound to, somebody is stopped from performing Hajj. And I know that almost all these extremists, they go to Saudi Arabia.
Look at the one they caught in Abuja.
Almost all of them.
He was going to Hajj, but they said they apprehended him in Abuja.
This one is just an apologist. The one that even performing the act, killing. They travel to Saudi Arabia for Hajj and perform Hajj. So Saudi Arabia is their headquarters where all of them will be made. So what they do to Sheikh Gumi, if they are able to do it more than this, I think the world will know peace. Come to Saudi Arabia, come and perform your Hajj, and they don't allow you to go back. If they can do something like that, it's not too much. Oh, you want to come and perform Hajj? Come, Umrah, come and do Umrah, and they catch you there. They used to do Umrah
on several occasions, especially in the administration of the former President Muhammadu Buhari. We saw Sheikh Gumi negotiating with bandits. Even we saw videos. There were videos to that effect at that point.
He went to meet them, no?
Sitting with them, dining with them, talking with them, negotiating on behalf of the federal government and all of that. But should a person like Gumi, who is negotiating with terrorists, be seen as a peace advocate?
Let me tell you, it's very questionable, considering that he is not condemning the killing or the military fight with Boko Haram. He always has this reservation that the bandits, the Boko Haram people, the Fulani herdsmen should not be killed.
So they are humans.
Yes, and he never condemned the killing carried out by these people, bandits or Boko Haram or whatever they call themselves. He never come out to condemn it. But remember that at every point in time when they are seeking for any form of negotiation, they mention this Gumi and they mention Buhari. I remember they said that Buhari is their life patron. And that is a fact. So it tells you the extent of which government and these people can go to. Normally, if you want to repent, or if you want federal government to negotiate with you on based on whatever interest it is, there are people of reputable character. There are agencies, reputable agencies that can be, called upon, to negotiate. Then what are they actually going to negotiate with the bandits? Is it the ransom aspect of it? Is it what are they going to negotiate? So you see that the whole thing is still, being controversial till this moment. We don't know what they are negotiating for. We don't know what Gumi is asking from the federal government to do on behalf of these terrorists. We don't know the position of the federal government on these terrorists. And up till now, till then, this killing has not stopped. And you can see some of them, coming out to say, by the time we are done, we are heading south. We're already in the south. Go and experience those who have got themselves involved, including Reverend Fathers. They were somehow along the line, maybe they were freed as a result of ransom paid. Go and watch the kind of statement. Look at the Afenifere leader that was kidnapped, the youth leader that was kidnapped then. But even those who kidnapped him, later the video was trending, and he recognized one of them. Up to now, DSS, SSO, whatever they call themselves, they have not been able to track. Even when the guy was saying, yes, I recognize these people. This is the bush. This is what the youth guy, the Afenifere leader, that was released. Then listen to him one-on-one. Know the kind of information those people pass, or where they were still in their custody. So it tells you that the southern part of the country is not even safe.
No place is safe.
I'm telling you, it's not safe. And you can see the whole thing as they are playing out gradually. The government feel maybe nothing is happening. Every day they're on top of the situation, and we are not seeing any situation.
They even wrote letter to them in those states, preparing them for another attack. For another attack. Not ordinary attack, not random attack on a religious building, maybe church. And it's definitely going to be on Sunday. So prepare for another one.
All right, away from insecurity in Nigeria, let's move to the insecurity that is currently happening in the People's Democratic Party. The crisis ongoing there. PDP.
Power.
Wow. You saw the way Nyesom Wike heard that the setting up of the PDP Secretariat in Abuja. He said Wadama Plaza, Wadata Plaza. And sometimes I wonder when this crisis will end in PDP. For somebody that is working under the APC-led administration to have that power to shut down his own party secretariat, what kind of loyalty is that to APC and to PDP? We don't understand what game Wike is playing. For how long will PDP tolerate his double-faced loyalty?
Let me tell you, if you go to Wadata House in Abuja, it's not befitting at all. If you have been there, I've been there when they did their convention. Wike, Ibazu, and the rest of them that time, I was in Abuja. I attended. And they said, this particular building, when one guy, Olubodia, was a publicity... Olubodia, yes, was their publicity secretary. I think that was the guy we met, the spokesperson. That was the guy we met there in the office. But let me tell you, if you look at that place, it's not befitting. PDP for how many years? 16 years. You cannot build all the money you looted. You cannot be able to build just a secretariat. You are still paying. We can shut it down because they know they hear word. Yes, let him shut it down because we can. In as much as everybody has betrayed Wike, let Wike betray Wike. Let us see what will happen at the end of the day.
Why is it now that he's doing that?
Of course now.
Why is it now?
Of course now. Because
he knows the party has been holding for a very long time. Is it 28 years?
Can you imagine with all the money they looted? With all the money they looted?
Mr. Mike, this is not the first time we are hearing the news about this Wadata Plaza of 18. We have been hearing that PDP hold the owner of that building rent for years. This is not the first time. So we cannot, and it's not only PDP Secretariat, about 4,000 buildings. Even they lock FIRS, whatever, Federal Revenue. Yes, it was sealed. So it doesn't matter. So far you are in that Abuja, you must pay so any house, irrespective of anything that happened there, that one belongs to government. So let me tell you, what happened to PDP is best describe how our politicians, how their life is.
Yes.
They are not dedicated at all. No, it doesn't cause. Do you know how many houses each one of them we have in Abuja? Then the party that gives you platform to come to that place, you refuse to maintain it. You refuse to let that party have its own house. When we are talking here, some people will think that we are being biased, or we don't know what you are talking about. That something like that cannot happen in APC. One person from APC will buy building in Abuja and you say, I donate this one. But Dabi Amila can do it. Those are the people you will find, people like that. Go to Surulere, go and see what Dabi Amila
is. It that the party is broke or what?
Okay, they are not broke.
Yeah,
they don't believe in PDP.
They don't believe in it.
Yes, if they believe in a party, even if you don't believe it, can't you build a befitting? Okay, how many years did it take Emefiele to build 750 duplex in Abuja? How many years? 16 years? I'm asking now. So it tells you that these guys are not serious. They are not serious. It tells you what is actually going on within the leadership of this country. They are careless. Somebody, I know a senator that's owing 42 buildings in Lagos alone. 42 buildings.
Senator.
Just a senator. To an extent, I think he has lost count.
Yes, now. How many you go count?
But to build a befitting, what does it take? You people in the future want to rename your party or whatever. That secretariat still belongs to the stakeholders.
Yes.
Go to Wadata rubbish or what they don't call it. and see the kind of, you wonder, yeah, is it where the national working committee, national, is it where, when you see it on the paper, you think it's one sophisticated place or that. Bros, they don't have any interest of this country at all. If PDP mean business, they have what it takes to build a befitting secretariat.
So who would you for?
Bros, right from the time of Obasanjo, okay, look at all the money they looted since 1999 to date.
They are still there looting money.
And they are still there looting. So you want to tell me they cannot afford 5 billion or 10 billion to build a befitting secretariat with all the money they looted, with all the crude they sold unaccountable?
Governor of this state, Akwa Ibom, only governor of Akwa Ibom, we build a befitting secretariat in Abuja. Let alone they have it so many. If not now that, okay, PDP is still controlling River State. Up to this moment, the retail states in this country are still controlled by PDP. Apart from Lagos, River, Akwa Ibom, Bayelsa. No, if not the thing that does happen at Delta now, they still control the retail states in this country. So they are not poor. Tell me what stopped them from building a befitting secretariat. Don't they have shame? Now they are now saying, and they are
Maybe you give them 14 days. Yes, it's a shame. It's a shame on them. It's a shame on them. Big shame on them. If I were Bola Ahmed Tinubu, I would have used 1,000 Mompo to finally see the place until further. But I'm telling you, because these guys need to be taught a lesson. No, this gives you an insight how Nigeria is being governed in Abuja.
They are giving Wike more power.
They are now saying,
bros, let's say Ayo has betrayed Wike, Fubara betrayed Wike, Makinde betrayed Wike, everybody betrayed Wike, Jonathan betrayed Wike, Atiku betrayed Wike, Obi betrayed Wike. Wike go betray Wike soon. That is the fact. I like the position of Mr. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu on this.
14 days.
It's an embarrassment. Take them away from that. They have forms. You understand? That's embarrassment. Biggest party in Nigeria.
All right, thank you so much. Let's have okay, Mr. Gentleman Mike and Mr. Kule. Yeah, sorry about it. You're welcome, sir.
Good morning once again.
You're welcome on the program. All right, Mr. Kule. The birthday man himself. Why did PDP ignore ground rent for 28 years? Why? Is this a matter of mismanagement or calculated negligence? Why? You can see the disgrace and the embarrassment they are facing now.
I think
Face the camera, please.
I think it has come to a stage where we need to know that these our politicians, especially from the PDP angles, they don't even mean well for us, because they say charity begins at home. Show me where you are, who you belong to, and what the productivities you are embark on within your party. Not to now talk of you coming out now say you want to rule the whole country. A party that cannot organize his what's it called? His house. A party that cannot organize his house. How do you expect them to organize Nigeria? And I can tell you heartedly, PDP, they slept in slumber for a long time. There was a time in which landlords of that Wabata house, or what's it called, where they were hired then, he said he's going to give them quick notice. And the likes of Atiku that has the likes of Abubakar Atiku that has all the wealth and is investing in Dubai now cannot even save PDP to have a befitting, house for them to engage in the political space. So it's a shame to them, and they need to bury their head, in shame. And that's why I've seen with the PDP that this is just not a state, this is not just a party that can bring Nigeria to take Nigeria to El Dorado. And I can tell you what that is, the PDP is dead on arrival. I keep saying it, that party is dead on arrival. And again, I still have to repeat it. what does not belong to you, that suddenly you hijack it. I said all over again that it was the military people that were the main funder, they were the one funded the PDP. Then you talk of the IBB and co. Because they wanted to bring the president, what's it called, the retired general who happens to be President Obasanjo into the throne to start to kickstart the democracy we have then. And you could see where they found themselves. And for Obasanjo himself to have been able to realize, President Obasanjo, that to realize that the party it belongs to is no more the same party he was expecting that they would do well. And at the same time, you remember there was a time he turned off their card. He turned their card that is not going to belong to PDP any longer. But anyhow, anyway, he is still there for them to advise them. But did they really listen to advice? I think the whole shame has to go on Mr. What's it called? Abubakar Atiku. You know, deputy former vice president of the country cannot even deem it fit to organize a befitting, secretariat for them to have. You could see, are they not mocking themselves already? They are mocking themselves already because for a party that does not belong to them, like I'm talking of the APC, to be giving them ultimatum, and it's a shame on the PDP. And these are the people that said they want to come and and save Nigeria from poverty, save Nigeria from abnormality of governance. They believe the government of the day is an abnormal government. But you can see what is going on. So are they really prepared? That is what Nigeria should be looking at now. Are they really prepared to rule Nigeria? Because you look at the antecedent, the party that is not even prepared to organize a secretariat. So what else do you want them? That is to show that all of them are just looking for what they will grab when they come into power, because they are broke. Take it or leave it. The PDP is broke now. And Alhaji Atiku is not even ready to spend a dime on that party again. All his investment, he has diverted it to Dubai. And if you see the magnificent, investment the Alhaji Atiku, put in that Dubai, you will see that it would have been better for him to invest in his own. Charity begins at home, but their own charity does not begin at home. Their charity begins from outside.
Right, thank you so much. No permanent edifice for the party. We saw what happened at Wadata Plaza. Wike has been complaining for some time now, about the party. We all know the ongoing crisis that has been going on. A few days ago, he complained about the governor of Oyo State, Sheyi Makinde, said Sheyi Makinde betrayed him. We don't know how many people that has betrayed Wike as we speak. The likes of Atiku, Atambuwa, many politicians or stakeholders in that party. Now, would you say Wike is taking vengeance on his supposed betrayal with the shutting down of PDP Secretariat in Abuja? Now, can PDP survive this Wike's internal wrecking ball? Is it possible for the party to survive it? Michael?
Yes, I think it's shameful for a party that prides itself as, one time the largest party in Africa, as they used to say then, a party that said they were going to be in the saddle for 60 years. That was what they mentioned at that time when they were in power. Not to have a befitting secretariat, not to have regularized their papers in terms of having even a permanent place for a party of that magnitude. So for me, I think it's shameful that we're having this conversation about ground rent and all of that. So whether Wike is going to use it as a vendetta stuff, it's another ball game. The bottom line is that you have failed to put your house in order, and so if your opponent take advantage of that position, I think it's in order politically. But as I said earlier, it's very shameful that PDP has not been able to have something permanent after these years of being in the saddle and all of that. And as one of the speakers said, what will it cost for to put up a befitting edifice that will be permanently owned by the party? Most of these guys have countless number of properties people within Abuja there. So it just shows a lack of commitment to the party. Don't also forget that during the electioneering, this is a party that rake in billions in terms of when people are applying to pick up nomination forms and all of that. They rake in billions at that time. So you mean out of such money, you cannot put up a befitting secretariat. There's no better way to put it. It's shameful, man.
Mr. Kunle, we saw the way Wike has been going on, party crisis, all of that, the way he has been pledging his support for the incumbent president of the country, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, while still in same PDP. I think this is something else. Now, would you say APC, Wike is the most dangerous weapon APC has got against the PDP?
Yeah, they pushed Wike to where he is now, and they allowed Wike to have a say in that party. Because I could remember, I still have to repeat what I've been saying right from onset, that when PDP became orphan, that all of them left the PDP. They, went to APC to contest. For the presidency as of that time. All of them, you can talk of Alhaji Atiku. He came to ACN then to contest for presidency. Kwankwaso was there too to contest, for the ticket of the presidency under the APC. They abandoned their party and they went on political asylum to PDP and to APC. And is that a party? Is that a serious party you talk of? And I always say, even my father before his demise, I can say he was part of the PDP, but I never see anything good with the PDP, in which I always tell my father that this PDP, what are you gaining from this PDP? And at long run, my father left, he got impoverished with the PDP because he was spending some few change money he has for the PDP. That is where I know. I just realized that there is no party that is called PDP. It's just the party of greedy people that want to come in and grab what they can grab from Nigerians. And I can tell you heartedly, you could see what happened to our erudite woman too. I'm talking of the woman from the UN, I'm talking about the woman that was brought in to safeguard the atrocity. And what happened to the woman likewise, because of their greed, they went on, they set up trap for the woman and to kidnap his father, which is Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala. Thank you very much. You could see what happened to Ngozi under the PDP. Okonjo-Iweala. He was telling them to save for the rainy day. Save for the rainy day. And who are the people that pioneer the embezzlement of our treasury? It was this same time they organized themselves as a cabal and said they must share all the money. While the woman was emphasizing on save for the rainy days, save for the rainy days. What happened? They went to Agochuku, or was it where the woman came from? They went on to kidnap his mother, his father, And you could see, that is when Nigerians supposed to have realized that there is no party called PDP. It's just a party of chop and chop. It's just a party of embezzlement. It's just a party of criminals, I will say. Sorry, pardon me if I'm saying any foul language here. It's just a party that cannot take Nigeria to anywhere. And I'm so shocked that people are still following those parties. That you look at when you look at the people that say, when this guy was in power, the rice was this, rice was that. Because there was economic boom then. That was why this woman deemed fit to let us know that what we are enjoying now cannot go on forever. So let's say for the rainy days. Now they went into the trench, to the trenches, and they came back from the trenches that they have to start sharing money to people instead of investing infrastructure for the people, instead of creating jobs for the people. I could remember that the only job they could be able to give to the youth as security job, and none of their children have been enlisted for that security job. Is the children of the common man, is the children of not well-to-do man that they just put on the street to come and become a security, to join the security apparatus of Nigeria. So you can see what is going on. The PDP is not prepared. PDP is not a party. PDP is just a gathering of some money mongers that wants to come in.
Thank you so much. Let's quickly move down to the ordeal of Sheikh Gumi in Saudi Arabia. Let me quickly see the comment section and see, look at what Amos is saying concerning this. Why can't he be deported? Or you think Saudi practice same Muslim as Saudi people? Okay, maybe you think Saudi practice same Muslim as maybe Nigerian people or something like that. Maybe that's what he's trying to say. You saw the way he was deported. He was bounced. He was barred from performing Hajj. You know, Sheikh Gumi. But the question I want to ask now is that if a country like Saudi can bar Sheikh Gumi from performing Hajj, don't you think the Nigerian government should try as much as possible to investigate his ties to terror groups?
I agree absolutely that our nation have that responsibility to also scrutinize this man. Our nation has that responsibility to look at some of his activities. But that, I mean, as much as I understand that there are negotiators across the world, it's not peculiar to Gumi. There are international negotiators that are between even terrorists and nations. But what is important is to understand how much they are equally involved. I think there's nothing wrong if security apparatus, especially the intelligence community, look at how culpable is this man, Gumi, in terrorist activities. Because for the fact that he's a negotiator does not automatically mean that he's a terrorist. But if he's investigated and you have a verifiable facts that this guy is also within this fold, then he can then be prosecuted along that line. Because if you don't have grounds to hold him, you can't just arrest him. Gumi was born on 1st of October 1960. Incidentally, the Independence Day of Nigeria was the day Gumi was born. And it's also important that he was an army. He joined the Nigeria Defense Academy for some time, retired as a captain before he moved down to the same Saudi Arabia that deported him now. He went to Saudi Arabia to study principles of Islamic jurisprudence in Saudi Arabia. So he's a familiar person to the Saudi government. It's not a stranger to the Saudi government. He's been there, he has studied there. So I think what that country, Saudi Arabia, is trying to do is for the fact that in as much as you have also become a known person that fraternizes with terrorists, you are known for it, and as a nation, we don't want to have anything to do with somebody that is known to have that level of relationship and commitment with terrorist group. And I think that is why I want to believe part of the reason is that the Saudi government is trying to give a distance to Sheikh. It's an embarrassment to him on all fronts. It's an embarrassment even to us as a nation for the fact that he hails from here. He's a Kanu-born Sheikh. He was born in the city of Kano or thereabout. So we must take it very seriously, and it should also be an opportunity for us as a nation to beam a searchlight to this man called Gumi, who has at so many times been involved in negotiating between terrorist groups and our government.
Don't you think the role of Gumi in our security is questionable?
It's really questionable. This same Gumi that said that they should enlist the repentant Boko Haram into the military circuit. This same Gumi that always know the den of the Boko Harams, the Lakuruwas, the people that are creating insecurity for us, and the government of the day has not deemed it fit to investigate these guys. Because I could remember when Netanyahu was having issues with Hezbollah, he called the the Saudis, all these Arab nations, that you people, you are sponsoring this Hezbollah, you are sponsoring them, and you still coming out as if you're clean, that you go and wash, you are washing your, your dirty linen in public. So I will not stop the bashing of the Hezbollah, the attacking on the Hezbollah, until you people deem it fit to go back to the drawing board and make sure that you eradicate the terrorists among this Hezbollah. And that was the straight message the Netanyahu was telling the Saudi bloc, the Arab bloc, that you people are foiling you are giving them food, you are sending money to them, and same thing like Nigeria now. The likes of Gumi should be prosecuted. The likes of Gumi should be brought to book to let him come and explain what is his relationship between him and the Boko Haram that he always visits in their den, the den of the killers. You go there, you embrace them, you talk to them, you do all sorts of things, and it got to a time that he became a mediator between the Nigerian government, federal government, and the Boko Haram and the Hezbollahs and all these terrorists we have in Nigeria. And I think it's a shame. It's a shame of Gumi for him to be deported from Saudi. That is why the Saudis, the Arab Emirates, they are now realizing that if they don't take time, they will have a lot of enemy in the political bloc of the whole nations, the political bloc of the world now as it is. So that is why they have to take that decision, that we have to start fishing those bad elements that want to spoil the name of Islamic, Islamic.
Islam.
Yeah,
thank you so much, Mr. Cleric. I really appreciate that. Happy birthday to you once more.
Yeah, thanks for
Quickly,
having me. Thanks for
Mr. Olajide and Mr. Vincent, you're welcome on the program this morning.
I'm saying good morning to our global viewers all over the world on Global Citizen platform. You are most welcome. This is the platform. You have to remain tuned. You don't touch the dial. We are here to give you undiluted, accurate, analysis of the events going on. I'm also blessing people that always appreciate on this program, on this platform, particularly those who have blessed Mr. Kune, the celebrant of the day, for his birthday. May God bless you for your kindness. And our anchorman to our global CEO of Global System, Mr. Michael Kule, you are most welcome. I still remain my humble self, Mr. Ojo, your global analyst. You are most welcome. Ojo already is the name.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Vincent. You're welcome on the program as well.
I want to say good morning to our esteemed viewers globally. I want to say Happy Children's Day to our children all over the world, because it will amount to self-serving if we do not recognize this day for them. Our children worldwide, I say Happy Children's Day once more. May you continue to grow in leaps and bounds in your respective endeavors. May their parents never know shame, because I want to say once more Happy Children's Day. And thank you for having me.
All right, let's quickly go to Sheikh Gumi. Sheikh Gumi, the controversial Islamic cleric, who was deported from Saudi Arabia yesterday. Now, the question I want to ask Mr. Olajide,
yes,
I saw you, talking behind, as you were discussing the matter this morning. As the involvement of Sheikh Gumi in ransom negotiation reduced bloodshed in the country. You've seen him in several videos in the country where he was negotiating with terrorists, on behalf of the federal government and all of that. So has it really reduced anything in terms of insecurity in the land, or is just encouraging a profitable kidnapping environment?
Mr. Mike, there are difference between human rights fights and terrorism. They are two different things. They are not the same. They are not on the same page. American government has a policy. We don't negotiate with terrorists. We believe in force them out. Terrorists and human rights activists, they are not the same thing. People are fighting for the interest of their people. Terrorists are people meant to create the destruction of life and property. So anybody that claims he knows their hideout, he has a way to meet them and come and wants to broker a kind of mediation between terrorists and the authority of the land. That person is a prime suspect in the commit of that terrorism act. I'm telling you. And that's what Sheikh Gumi represents. He's a prime suspect. He's not a with freedom fighters. Terrorists are not freedom fighters. Excuse me, they are not IPOB. IPOB is a freedom fighting organization. Yeah, I'm just using. I just want people to understand the difference between terrorism and freedom fight. So whoever that says I know where terrorists are, enemy of the state, who are killing people on daily mission, and is telling us I want to facilitate mediation between them and government, is a prime suspect in the act of that terrorism. That's what Sheikh Gumi is. I'm repeating the second time. Sheikh Gumi should have been picked up over the years by government if you have had a serious government that knows what is doing, that is decisive. You should have picked him up. Hello, Mr. Gumi. You claim you have where these people are. You have their contacts. You have where they are located. You have their interest. You know what they are. No. Can you please provide? They should have picked him up and extract information from him to know where those people are and go all out against them. You don't negotiate with terrorists. They are not freedom fighters. They are not human rights activists. No, they are two different things. So, but the government of the day under Buhari was celebrating him. Celebrating somebody who knows people who are destroying life and property every day, and they didn't take him up. That's what the international community is sending to Nigeria, that you are failed in your responsibility. You are not decisive enough. You should have separated between shaft and seed. This man is a shaft. It's not a shaft. It's not a seed. And we are international community rightly they are now telling Nigeria that this is the man you are supposed to have picked up. Well, we won't pick him up for your friends, for the offense you committed in your land. If you don't do that in your land, we consider him as a risk to our own nation, on our own land. That's what they have done. Saudi authority has done that. This man coming to our land now is a risk. It's a security risk. Somebody who knows where terrorists are based, who go in and out, with them, with the state of the state where he's living. Some of the people don't want him. It's because the people he's missing, they are not freedom fighters. They are not human rights activists. Like I told you, they are terrorists. Terrorists are people who cause tears and sorrow and pain on life and property of people. So as far as this one is concerned, we don't have anything to do with him. So Saudi Arabia has sent the right signal to government of Nigeria that this is what you should have done. They're telling them this is a man, pick him up, extract information from him, he will get to the root of the terrorism. How if somebody knows a hideout of a criminal and is not coming out from a criminal hideout and coming and meet the authority that criminal are saying this, give us food, give us this. Then is a suspect. It's the number one suspect you should have arrested and probe him. How come you have involvement with them? That what build the trust between you and them? For them to have trust in you, there must be something in between you and them that bring that. So they should have arrested him. Saudi Arabia has given us the right signal. He has shown us the pathway our government should have taken. They should have picked up Gumi over the years and should have tried him.
All right, if his role with these terror groups is questionable, don't you think the Nigerian government should do something about it? And as per the Saudi Arabia deporting him, don't you think it's a signal that that country is sending to Nigeria?
First of all, Mike, I want to bring you back to what I said on this platform yesterday. I did mention Sheikh Gumi. Did I not mention it? That who are their facilitators? They did not just come and just infiltrate our body politic. What is the antecedents of this so-called outlaws, these undesirable elements? I did mention that successive governments that have held the reins of governance in this country, they've had they all have a fair share of the terrorism activities. And I did mention here on this same platform that how did Sheikh Gumi came to know who these people are called, the names that who these people are called, and at what time he even offered himself to mediate. How can you mediate in a situation that those people that we call outlaws, that we don't even know whether they are operating in the moon or whether they are ghosts, and you say you want to become their facilitators, want to mediate between the federal government and those people? And what are their demands? And must we continue to negotiate with outlaws and terrorists? I say that until when the government can muzzle the political will in doing the needful, we'll continue to move in circles. Now, a case in point now, Sheikh Gumi has just been repatriated from Saudi Arabia. It's a pointers in that direction. That is a country where they take proactiveness as a key factor in guiding their land. What do we have here? Everything we have here is just reactionary instead of taking proactive steps. That is why we have come to find ourselves in this quagmire that we are in now. And the Nigerian nation, as a nation, Nigerian nation, they are just docile. They don't want to do anything. All what they cater for is to continue to loot our collective patrimony for their own use, not for the collective good of the masses. That is why you continue to see all these things cropping up on a daily basis. Then, who is Sheikh Gumi? Sheikh Gumi, first of all, supposed to have been taken and then kept in the gallows and allow the justice, our justice here to deal with him as he deem fit. But why are we continuing to move in circles? Then we still have all his accolades, even in the National Assembly. But they try to share, to turn the other way around. They cannot build the light to where the light is supposed to be built. And Sheikh Gumi, for crying out loud, is number one person that ought to have been questioned by all their security. Where are the DSS? Where are the NIA? Where are the DMI? All these outfits, are they there for Tea Party? They ought to have come out and do the needful. For how long Nigeria continue to be told to guinea pig, where foreign adventurers and their acolytes will continue to turn Nigeria to a kind of a place whereby they continue to do their stuff on a daily basis. It might not be. It is even very disheartening to even hear that Nigeria, that ought to be the giant of Africa, is now being turned to a pygmy of a nation. For how long are we going to continue to say this thing over and over again? I said it the other day. I said it's becoming a mantra of some sort. You continue to repeat yourself over a particular problem over and over again, and there is no political will in addressing it. It is very, very sad, and it's a shameful of our country.
All right, let's quickly move down to the crisis rocking the People's Democratic Party again. Another crisis. The FCT Minister has shut down the Pdp Secretariat in Abuja. But this question I want to ask is that is it a legal move by the FCT Minister? Of course, according to reports, the party is owing some rent and all of that. But is this a politically motivated winch hunt or a legal move by the FCT Minister?
You see, we all know, prior to the now, we all knew that all is not well with PDP as a party. There are a lot of division, there are a lot of crisis. Even Wike, being the one that is superintending the affairs of the FCC as the FCC Minister, and if you feel that there's an infraction on the part of the PDP of not paying their dues, yeah. At least I think the law didn't fit for him to take the action according to the statute book. But in a situation whereby then you now take in some kind of political colorations into some matters that ought to be done in as obtained like in other civilized crime, then you now infuse political coloration to it. That is where I beg to disagree with him. If what he's doing falls within the ambit of the law, I think I want to support him on that. But if it's somehow bizarre, as the case may be, then Wike should be called to question. That is my take for now.
Your take on this,
Mr. Mike? The land used, but let me tell you, because this is the business I do. When you are given CFO of a property, that CFO confirms allotment, not ownership, onto you for the next 99 years, and you expect to be paying annual ground rent to the authority of the state that use that CFO. That means, and that rent, that money is supposed to be paid annually. So if you are owing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years, many years unpaid, it become a debt on you. That become indebtedness on you. The state authority has the right to come and seal up their property. Yes. We must not be political about this thing. Let's be realistic. Yeah, be realistic on what is going on. I pay my father's land use charge in Lagos State. When they bring it to us, it was stated owner or occupier. It's the same thing, whether in Abuja and everything. That is, when you are the people that are supposed to pay is either the landlord or the owner of the person occupying the place. Yes. If the occupant knows that his services in that house, where is the tenant, is going to be disrupted by being sealed up, you go and pay. Then get your landlord. Hello, sir. How do we resolve this payment? how am I going to be reimbursed from the rent I'm paying? But the landlord is not paying. You the occupant is not paying. You are owing the state the dues. So if the authority of the state seals up your property, it's within the ambit of the law. That is not be political about this. It's within the ambit of the law that if you are not paying your dues, your ground rent dues to the state, your property will be sealed up. And so if you get expressing the courage to do that, that's what we are talking about. That the government has courage to be decisive, taking up some decision that has to do with some affairs of the state. If he has done so, let PDP go and pay up, or the owner of the house go and pay up their debts to this FCDA. That's it, and not put correlation to it that we can seal up Secretariat. If you refuse to pay what is due to the government, your property will be sealed up. That's just it. So if Wike is now using the opportunity to do something else, then they provide the opportunity for him to do that.
The question people are asking now, why now?
Whenever infraction is noticed, is seen to have become, or an offense has been seen to have become.
The bone of contention is that they are owing, right?
Yes. Go and pay
So
up.
if he has used that as an advantage.
Yeah. If you have a saw, you are give opportunity for flies to come and infest on your saw. Yes. But you just bind up your saw, bind it up with bandage and you put plaster to seal it up. Will you see fly infesting on the saw? But if you create an opportunity for somebody to leave your door open, you didn't lock your door, you didn't lock your window, then you are creating an opportunity for thieves to come in and carry out theft of your property. But if you lock up your room, lock up your window, you lock your gates, then you only have not to risk of dropping your friends into your compound. But don't create opportunity for Wike to take advantage of you. Yeah, they are taking opportunity for them for him to take advantage of them. So that's what you can do. Go and pay up. Thank God, Mr. President has given them
14 days.
Yes,
Pay.
yes. Pay up. Then let now see whether Wike will seal the building.
A loophole
Yes.
to attack.
Yes.
You see, this case, I weep for PDP as a party. This is a party that has touted, that is being touted as the biggest party in Africa. And they even came out boldly to say that they were going to rule for 60 years. When you look at all this thing that is coming from that party, it shows all is not well. All the occupants, from the first to the last, they never mean well for the party, for the good of the collective Nigerians, because they are also justing for power. It shows that our political class, they are all self-serving. With all the monies that they have looted, or with all the monies, all the juicy positions they have had, does it mean that there are no persons in that party that will contribute some amount of money to build a befitting national secretariat instead of renting? It's a shame. Then why must you go on air and start saying that you are the largest party in Africa? Largest party in my house. What kind of a statement is that? Then that's why I say I weep for them. And their problem is not just starting today. Because before they can get up and catch with the pace of those people that have already started running, it will take their time. I used to believe that. That's why I said that unless we have a viral coalition, a viral coalition built on a very good solid foundation, that is when we will continue to say, okay, we are heading somewhere. But with all these inanities and all this division and all these absurdities in the party and everything, I pray that they are still lame. To stand up and walk will take a long while. That is my take.
All right, on to the next one, the comment section. Let us see what our viewers are saying there, because Ichima is here. If Nigeria is a sane country, somebody like Sheikh Gumi should be serving a life sentence or must have faced extinction by now.
Yes, I agree with him.
All right, Amuos, one day your Tinubu will be deported from West too, because his silence means that he's backing them. Okay. Gumi, this is V. Raymond saying Gumi has no influence over Kanuri group, Boko Haram, maybe over banditry, well, maybe over bandits, but he doesn't have power over Boko Haram. I think he has always been negotiating with bandits. Whether bandits or they are all terrorists.
It's all about semantics here. It's just names that have been given to them. You see, we as we are standing here, and we know that we already have a mission to continue to steal from the state. We can fall into ourselves into different groups. Even our objective is just to steal from the state. That Lakarawa, Boko Haram, ISWAP, all these things, whatever name they came up with, I think that they are all outlaws. They are all for divisive acts. And what I want to say here is that irrespective of whatever name is given to them, they are just outlaws. Gumi, for having come out to say he will facilitate a mediation between those people that the federal government seems not to have a hand on, to negotiate with them, it shows that he is the number one suspect. I don't need any security training to know that that person should be questioned. If Saudi Arabia could have, gone out of their way to see that this person must have been thoroughly assessed over there and deported. They don't want their land to become a kind of to be soiled or to be a guinea pig for them to continue to to harbor such kind of extremist activities. And it's even a signpost for Nigeria, for federal government to even say, okay, if Saudi Arabia could, that is, Saudi must have seen something that is discriminating with Gumi to have, because for crying out loud, he said he's going there to go and do Hajj something. And he's been down there because it is his own fundamental human right to go there and do his ablution or whatever that he has got a religious right. Then, if the authority now found that he's culpable in some kind of devious act and he's been thrown back to where he came from, then federal government should have looked into that direction and see that they thoroughly check that person. I have often said it on this platform that we are running a kind of a George Orwell animal farm, where some animals are more equal than the other. I do not see the stakeholder, Gumi, the stake that he has, that is more than you and I here, because Nigeria belongs to every one of us. Why must Gumi be treated as if that he is sacred? He cannot be touched. I still know that there are other people hiding under the curtain, that they are also working in tandem to see that they continue their nefarious and extremist activities in our land. I think it's high time Nigeria should wake up and see that enough is enough of all these absurdities in our land.
All right, if UK is accusing some PDP members of betrayal, then and we have a situation where some people too in PDP are accusing of betraying them too. So who is now the betrayer?
You see, one thing I know about PDP is that Wike. See, I have a different opinion about Wike as far as PDP matter is concerned. Remember when Sheriff was tailoring, when was chairman of PDP, I was tailoring PDP towards dormancy for APC to run on his easily. PDP, Wike and Ayofayose were the two main activists that fought and rescued PDP from Sheriff. They fought to Supreme Court. Wike remained a solid foundation and loyalist of PDP. Wike has contested about 4 or 5 different positions in politics. He has won them of PDP. He's a true committed member of PDP. But Wike wants justice. Yes, I'm saying this. I differ from other people's opinion and I'm entitled to it. I see Wike as a true nationalist, a loyalist of that party who does not want cheating and robbery of other sections of the country. This is a man who stood up and told us that, look, this is the turn of the South. Why should we allow this to go back to the North, having known that the last presidency we have in Nigeria was from the North? It is the turn of the South. And so somebody from the North insisted that no, he has no respect for interest of the South. As far as equal equity, fairness, and justice is concerned, he has no interest in it. Well, he has to lead struggle of what he believes in. So, of course, you know what I'm talking about. I'll let you article anyway. So, Wike has been a loyalist of that party. He doesn't. Even before this appointment he took in the APC, he wrote to the party authority and they give me clearance that go and serve is a national service. Yes, they give me clearance. Go and serve is a national service. So Wike, I don't see him as trouble. Some person troubling the PDP. Rather, it is those who are also bent on their selfish ambition to control the party. The serving who does not believe in equity, fairness, and justice. That there is Mr. Mike, there is torn in everything in life. before we go to our turn to be talking, some people have come, they have talked, other people have come. One is trying to absorb their time, their tongue, when it was not our turn. But when it's our turn, they allow us to come in. We give our own, we are not expressing our own interest. There is turn in everything in life. There is time for the South to produce the presidency. Why should somebody not be known? Why should somebody be disrespecting that tongue and be insulting us? That no to hell. I want to take up your tongue without respecting you. And the people like UK stood up against us. No, oh no, oh, you know, because even who call it responsible behavior. Because the man who buys Atiku said, "I'm sorry, Atiku is an insensitive person. I'm sorry to have run with him. South, forgive me." That's Okowa. So people, thank God we have people like we that can stand up against people who does not have respect for other people's tongue. Yeah, that's number one. Number two, equity, fairness, and justice. So Ibike is a man that is trying to instill discipline that when this is not your turn, go and sit down, wait for your time. Let it be those whose turn it is to have it. When your own turn, when your own turn comes, like I said, it's our turn now to allow to come and talk. If you are trying to stop the turn of those who have spoken before, how would you feel? How would our people, viewers, will feel? They will see us as unorganized, disorderly people, irrespective, So that's what people like UK and Co are meant to be, and that's what they are in Pdp. And I thank God for him for steering the ship, making sure that let people respect the rules, and that there is turn for everything, and that there is principle of fairness, justice, and equity for every other people. So that's so. Let those who are so over ambitious learn all this fast and allow people to go.
I want to just say one thing.
Okay, thank you very much.
You see, on Wike, I want to say something that you are not. Wike was never a founder of PDP. He came to join, and he so much arrogated so much power to himself, as if that he was the sole founder of that party. And whatever is going on in PDP today, I think he caused the major chunk of the problem. Because he's trying, because of his self-interest. I want to believe that whatever anybody may be saying concerning Wike, I think Wike has come to kill the PDP as a party the more. I know that he must have spent some money. Maybe he's paying because of the money and that money is not from his own pocket. It's the state money and the River State money that he spent. But even after having spent that money, where was he when Pdp Secretariat was being rented? What kind of moves did he make in seeing that, PDP too, you have a beauty of his own, if he so much desire the PDP good at heart. So these are some of the things. Then when everybody say that he's trying to fight for justice or equity, I keep on wondering, what kind of equity is that? You cannot trade, you cannot be in a corruptible space and allow equity to reign. I think Wike should go and sit down. He is one of the problems. That is also the mold that the FCT-led government that are using, that has planted in this thing. You will see when he passes out, he's going to dance Macabre dance at the end of the day. When this regime goes out, you will start seeing the rot that Wike has got himself in. That is my take for now.
Thank you so much, Mr. Joseph. Lawrence, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you doing, sir?
Good morning. Good morning, our viewers all over the world. Thank you. Thank you for having me this morning, and happy Children's Day.
Happy Children's Day. Jack, you're welcome as well.
Yeah.
We saw the move by the FCT Minister, shut down the Pdp Secretariat, and the PDP stakeholders, members of the People's Democratic Party, kicking against this move by Nyesom Wike. Would you call this an abuse of power or what?
Number one, that's like me. What Mr.
Or was it a legal move by Wike?
No, one thing that
knowing fully well that the PDP is owing ground rent.
When you have a wound on your leg, if you don't treat that wound, what will happen? Fly will still searching for that wound to make that wound to do what? Expand. But if you can treat that wound immediately, use bandage or whatever and treat that wound, fly cannot perch here. Number one, from start of PDP till now, that the foundation of PDP is already do what? Collapse. And the number one person that made PDP to collapse, there are two people there. Number one, Atiku, because selfish interest. why I mention Atiku, we know that all the whole Nigerian politicians, all of them fighting for selfish interests. Two is Wike. Wike is among of people that destroy PDP because of what? The same selfish interest. But I'm not going to that side for PDP or APC. I'm much interested about this man there, Sheikh Gumi. That's when I'm very interested too. Let me tell you one thing, when you have a developed country, they value their citizens and they have a good security. When they fly enter the land, what will happen? They will see that fly immediately. Gumi is a bad egg for the whole humanity. Gumi is a very good bad egg for humanity. In 2021 and 2020, Gumi play a video that where him and with those Boko Haram terrorists, they are discussing. They are using gun to welcome him for the forest. What did the Nigerian government did? Did the Gumi, if they say that Gumi don't know anything about terrorists in Nigeria, how do you stand as a middleman? Bro, you know what you call middleman? Me and you is fighting. Mr. Ben, stand and try to do what? Reconcile two of us.
Yes,
Negotiate. Yeah. So that you know the secret thing, you know us very well. Or when you are saying that you are a father, you are not eating rats, and your children catch the rats, they could prepare that rat finish. You can't do what? You didn't use knife, you didn't use hand pieces, you use teeth and share the meat for those children. Who eat the meat first is the father. Gumi, what is they did there for Saudi Arabia? They did very well. But the problem we have in this called Nigeria that you live to pursue the normality, you are pursuing shadow. When you continue pursuing shadow, you cannot reach your destination. That's what the federal government of Nigeria doing through Buhari, former president of Nigeria, and current president of Nigeria, the Jagaba of Africa. You're supposed to, before immediately enter the seat, as he said, first custody, gone. That's what you're supposed to do. Boko Haram, out. Gumi, you fight the worst prison in the world. Dump Gumi. But what is they are doing? They are pursuing shadow. What is the shadow they're pursuing? They leave people that are fighting, they pursue people that are fighting the freedom of the citizen. Like we have in Yoruba land, we have Sunday Igboho, we have Mazunande Kano, we have Samanepa, and many of them, they leave major things they're supposed to do. They are pursuing the shadow, the people where their citizens love so much, and they leave the person that killing the citizen of Nigeria. That is the reason why I say Nigeria is there pursuing the shadow. Let them stop pursuing shadow. Who is the terrorist? They know themselves. Mr. President know them. Because when Jonathan is a president, he said that among that seat, the terrorists inside that they know themselves. Why the Jagabo of Africa cannot purposely bring those people out to make Nigeria is a great nation. Giant of Africa, we are not giant of Africa, now we are giant of chicken. This is the reality. Ordinary Benin here can beat us. Benin, this Benin here will beat Nigeria. Everything. Look at as our military is dying daily basis. See how the Nigerian citizens that are dying daily basis. You see the person that know who called the terrorists. You see sitting down and watch that person and romancing that person. Nigeria is like a country that is a disgraced country the whole world.
All right, Benja, should someone like Sheikh Gumi be working freely in the same country like
Well,
Nigeria?
as Nigeria are concerned, is working free. But meanwhile, Gumi did not started this work under former president of Nigeria, Muhammad Buhari. He have already started in 2015. Girls, he know about it. Not that you don't know, you know. But the federal government of Nigeria know where they can go and hit, but they will not go there. Federal government of Nigeria does not love their citizens. If they love their citizens, they will find these people, they will chase them out. But meanwhile, yes, I like what Saudi did, but Saudi did not do this in time because there's a loophole or there's a warning they give to them. That's why they return the young man back to Nigeria. They know that this such is going in Nigeria. What have they said? What have Saudi government said about it? Is it the first time to go to Mecca? They also from 2015 to now. Is it the first time? Now they deport him. They bring him back for this 2025. For how many years? Almost 20-something years or more than 30 years. What they know. So for them to come out, okay, they say they know the people that they are sponsoring the Boko Haram. They bring their name out. Well, then they say do not announce it. They keep silence because the international or the world or let me say Trump or Pope have already said something about Nigeria. That is where they wake up say Gumi should go back.
All right, it's already drizzling and we need to go on the program. But before I let you guys go, what do you think PDP crisis can ever be resolved?
Yeah,
Look at it.
let me tell one thing, Mr. Mike. To be sincere, the expectation people want for PDP is what already go up. I don't think that the PDP can stand as a PDP with no time of former President Obasanjo, Jonathan, Yaradua, and many of them. It can be because the major people that hold that foundation, they already do what? The day Obasanjo third in card of PDP, that the day the calamity of the PDP start very, very well. Are you getting me? When you are call yourself a father and your children are having an issue, to you to resolve that problem, you are just looking for one person to support. The problem cannot be solved. To call of them together and sit them down and correct each impression all of them have to show you are a good father. But Obasanjo and all that, they do what? They turn back against PDP. And Jonathan stepped down because of what? What the PDP did to him, what Jonathan did, he still turned back for PDP. Is it? They leave it for Wike. Somebody that desperate to go for that reason. How do you think that person will be? When you don't know how to sell markets, if they like use 200 million to give you to start that market, what will happen for that business? Everything will swat down immediately. That's what this Wike is doing now. Wike is the only person that says he's a strong man for PDP, but it's what? Is selling PDP by secretly. That PDP, I don't think that it can stand again. Let people that are PDP to look for another party to join.
All right, so currently the structure of the party, the foundation of the party is dwindling. Can we have peace in the party again? With every crisis rocking the party?
Well, for what
peace be restored?
What I'm seeing in PDP, let me say the founder of the PDP, they are not, some of them not alive as of now. Because the people, the one that are standing in PDP now, they don't know how PDP can come. So they cannot manage it. They cannot manage it. Unless God want PDP to come back, they will come back. So they cannot manage it.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Benjak. All my viewers across the globe, we say Thank you to you. From Citizen, we say thank you to you. We appreciate your contributions on the platform. All right, the Palace of the Palace, say good morning to you. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. We appreciate you. Gladys Oyabo also joined us. I can see Gladys Oyabo in the comment section. I say good morning to you. You're welcome on the program, though the program is about to end. Francis Joseph, thank you for joining us. Dawn, morning to you as well. We have V. Raymond also, who contributed on the platform by commenting in the comment section. Also being well, thank you so much for your contribution. Victor Ajilaye, right? Nigeria is dash kingdom. All right, we appreciate your contribution, Ajilaye Victor. Also, Lady G, we say good morning to you. Thank you so much for joining us. David Okafor, also known as Studio Okafor, we appreciate you. We appreciate your comments. I'm Studio Okafor saying Nigeria is not giant of Africa, but Burkina Faso is currently known as giant of Africa by the performance of Captain Ibrahim Traore. He's a great president of Africa. Thank you so much for your comments, David Okafor. We also have Udeze Chima. Udeze Chima, we appreciate the contribution as well. To Babaya Gatu, who joined us on the program. Thank you so much. To Inamdi Onanusi, sorry. To Inamdi Onanusi from Netherlands, we appreciate your contribution. Bayo Dosumo also is watching from Canada. And we say thank you for joining us this morning. Donald Chooks, we also appreciate you. Egbona Kingsley, all the way from Madrid, joined us this morning. We appreciate your contribution and your comments as well. Hey, Mari, thank you for joining us. Akim Additional, Bada, God bless you. Kings Sandra, we appreciate you. And to others, Amros, we also appreciate Andrew Ogujimi, bless you. Thank you so much. Ima Amobi, thank you so much. To Uwa Makanaki, who's saying happy birthday to Mr. Kule. He has demanded his WhatsApp line. I've sent a number to you there. It's on the screen. Reach out to that number. I will send it to you. All right. My number is 091 27 42 0575. I'm calling from outside the country. Plus 234 91 27 42 0575. If you need any information on any inquiry, please just reach out to that number. Contact the number and you get it. If you need anybody's number, contact that number. You get it. You can't just display people's number or people's contacts on air like that. Okay, Lady G, morning. Thank you for joining us. Raf Olu, all the way from United Kingdom. We appreciate you as well. Please, if you're joining us for the first time, make sure you subscribe on the channel. Very, very important. Subscribe, be part of the family. And to those new subscribers who joined yesterday, I appreciate you as well. Thank you so much. We shall be back here tomorrow. That's Wednesday, right? Midweek. Yeah, we shall be back here tomorrow for another interesting and exciting edition of Citizen. I'm Michael Adekule, the anchor of the program. Stay safe.